up, like a lot of people, I had a liking for music, especially melodies. I used to mostly love movie songs from various eras and a little bit of Carnatic music here and there that I used to listen. My family, except for my grandfather, was not that much into Carnatic music for the most part. It was when I finished college and started working, my listening interest was deeply kindled thanks to the internet and some friends. At that point of time, I didn't know much about identifying ragams and all that. But however, I went through like a brute force method of listening to a lot of music and thereby slowly started identifying ragams. And over time, I could see I was enjoying music at a deeper level than what I was doing before. Musically, it was a very amazing period. Lot of music, lot of discoveries, lots of joy, lots of learning. And I was also, of course, learning music, through that time. I mean, I learned a little bit of mridangam when in my school days. Later, after I started working, I learned a small amount of flute for a short time, and then some singing, and then I started learning veena. I still continue to learn veena. Around 2003, I was casually asked by a friend Ganesh to teach him ragam identification. It was not a formal class, mostly a casual listening session between friends. But that was the first time I started thinking about how to actually teach somebody to identify ragams and enjoy music more. It was a eye-opening experience for me. Seeing that learning happen with somebody, seeing somebody experience that joy of listening to music and enjoying it at a deeper level. Ganesh has also spoken about his experience. Around this time, my then music teacher Ashok asked me to teach Carnatic music appreciation to his other students in the school. And I did that for a few years. Later on, I started teaching these classes online. And over the years, by teaching a varied set of people, I was able to come up with a curriculum and a teaching method, that continued to evolve and still continues to evolve. And most of the people who have done my classes so far, they haven't had much Carnatic music background. Many of them had not, in fact, listened to much Carnatic music before the classes. But after doing the classes, many of them have gone on to learn some form of music or the other. There are a lot of videos and information on the internet, about Carnatic music, but a lot of it is not understandable or relatable or accessible to a lot of people for various reasons, especially if you do not have a prior Carnatic background. In my classes, I try to introduce the concepts in such a way that it is understandable and relatable to everybody, and I introduce it based on the students' listening experience to make it relatable for them. Whatever I learned, I try to make it more relatable and accessible for everyone. In the Pixar movie Ratatouille, there's a character Chef Gustav, and he says his motto is anyone can cook. I believe anyone should be able to enjoy music, especially Carnatic music. Great music is something that never gets old, never gets too familiar. It is full of life. There is so much to enjoy, so much to savor. It just keeps on giving. And if you have experienced its bliss, you cannot resist sharing it. There is a beautiful work in Tamil called Thirumandiram by Thirumalar. In that, there's a very beautiful verse. It goes, Yan Petra Inbam Periga Ivvayagam. It means, whatever joy I experienced, let the world experience it. Whenever I listen to a piece of music that moves me immensely, I feel, I wish there are more people who could listen to it, more people who could feel the beauty, more people who could experience the joy that I am experiencing. I guess this is my way of realizing that wish.